The last bit I'm going to show you today is a create panel. This panel is only available to those with preview license, so it's not officially released. So, but if you have preview license, you have access to this command and you can use them. I will start from create part. If you have a closed contour, and if you go create part, if you select if you select it like that, you can choose the thickness of your part either here or here. You can choose the direction for thickness to be added and confirm, and it creates a flat piece of metal. If your contour is opened, and if you go create part, it just it extrudes it like this. So you can choose the thickness of your model. You can reverse side of your thickness, side for your thickness. You can define the inner radius for your bends, and obviously the extrusion distance. The interesting bit is that if you have fillets in your profile, this will be maintained by your create part command, and your inner radius will only be applied to the smaller bends, to sharp corners. Okay. What I will do now, I will draw a simple shape, say 200 by 200, 45 degrees, 200 here, and say 200 up. And I will now extrude it by 200, maybe 4 mil, maybe 3 mil, and create model like that. I will hide wireframe for now. So what we can do with it, we can set our properties on it, and it becomes valid unfoldable sheet metal part. Okay, I'll now move to add Flange Command, and I will click on this edge. So in add Flange Command, we can obviously choose the extrusion length of your new flange. We can change the angle either by typing it here or here and just applying it like that. Control Z this one. You can obviously set different bend radius. We can also choose the offset values from either sides individually like that. So I'll keep that to 0, and I'll keep angle to 90 degrees. And what we can choose also is a direction for that new flange to be added. And also we have three styles. And what those styles actually do, they refer to the original selected edge, and they determine how the flange will get added. So if I have full bend outside, this is my original edge, and whole bend and new flange gets added to the outside. If I get outside constant, outside face of my new flange would be flush with a selected edge. Inside constant will make the inner face of that new flange coincident with selected edge. So for now, I will go with outside constant. And again, what we can do, like I shown previously, we can drag and drop arrow on a existing geometry. So from now on, I know that the top of this flange is at the same level as this selected point. Okay, so what I will do now, I will go to wireframe tab, I'll pick offset, and I will select these two edges, so I can offset them to the inside or to the outside. So what I will do, I will offset them, say, by -2, -2, okay, and I will stretch them. So say I'll stretch this one slightly, so I'm just closing the profile. I'll now go to lines. I'll pick this line and drop it here, and I will also close it here. So what I have now is a closed contour. I'm going to extrude it now. I'll just again use by entity. We'll pick this face. Oh, sorry. Let me do it again. I'll choose by entity, but I'll pick unite mode, select this face, and I've just added geometry to that flange. So if I unfold it, I have something like this. Okay, so that was add flange command. Next command, it's called stretch flange, and it is quite useful because with this command we can pick an edge of that model and just stretch it. So if I pick this edge and this edge, I can move them together. So I will now move them to the inside, and let's say I'll use ruler, pick that point, and say I want to leave 1 mil gap here. Okay, what I will do now, I will add flange here. Maybe I'll just extrude it by 100 mil, and outside constant, and I will apply some offset, say 100 mil from this side, 0 from the other side. So we have something like that. Now I will go and pick stretch flange command again. I'll pick this edge, drag and drop it on this vertex. I'll pick this edge, drag and drop it here. And if I unfold it now, I have a model which looks like this. I will switch this one off and maybe hide wireframe layer. Okay, we'll do fairly similar thing on the other side. I'll pick add flange here. I will say 202 here, and pick outside constant. Sorry, not this side. I would say this side. So my flange will get added here. I could say inside constant. Doesn't matter. What I will do now, I will use move flange command, and I will just make sure that these two faces are flush. I will do it by dragging this arrow here. So from now on, I know that these two faces are flush. What I will do now, I will use stretch flange command, and I will stretch this one here so they are the exact extension. I can also do that with this one if I want to, just to make that gap smaller, say 1 mil. So my model from now on looks like this. So I can unfold it. If I want to, I can still carry on modifying that model using standard designer modeling commands. So what I'll do now, I'll create a work plane here. I will pick a line and draw some shape just roughly to show you the concept. I'll go with extrude. We'll pick this one, select subtract, and we can remove this bit if we want to. Hide wireframe layer again. If I want to, I can use some solids, and with a subtract option, just roughly without worrying too much about dimension, we can modify model like that. If we want to, just as an example, I'll just hover here for a second and drop a hole here. You can also drop some holes here, just roughly, if we want to. So say here. And here. Maybe these are slightly too big, but anyway, it's a fairly quick way of creating a model. So what we can do now with this model, we can carry on finishing it off by applying blends, adding chamfers, defining that geometry to well, whatever we really need to do. So last step, I'll mirror this model. I'll pick it here, mirror plane point with this one, copy element, confirm it. Sorry, mirror it, confirm it, and Boolean results with unite option switched on, and we can quite easily and quickly get to some nice results. The last command I haven't mentioned is a delete flange command. So if you want to, you can pick any command, any flange, sorry, and just delete it. So let's say I'll pick this one. Okay, I'll Control Z this one. I'll see if it's unfoldable. And this is still a direct modeler. So if we want to, we can utilize direct modeler commands to stretch the whole model if we need to our adjust it to our needs. So that's how it works.